Hey, this is Jeremy Hoyt with the Bottomless Faith Podcast. I want to help you experience total forgiveness. I want to help you experience freedom from an unforgiving spirit, from resentment, anger, grudges, those types of things in our lives. Hey, I want to help you do that. Now's the time to be free from resentment and unforgiveness. So in the comments below, would you share with us maybe in the past how the Lord has given you victory, how the Lord has enabled you to forgive someone and to be released from grudges and resentment and anger, those types of things. One of my favorite quotes from R.T. Kendall in his book, Total Forgiveness, in his forgiveness journey, and this was his story. This is what started his journey of forgiveness. Someone confronted him and said, you must totally forgive them. Until you totally forgive them, you will be in chains. Release them and you will be released. Those are powerful words. Those are really powerful words. Is there someone in your life who is rubbing you wrong? They're like gravel in your shoes. They're an intruder in your life. They're church, they're your work, they're your neighbor. You're married to them, right? And it's eating you up. You feel like they control your life. They dominate your thinking and emotional patterns. You can't help but wonder if you really hate them. I mean, my goodness, I'm a believer. I'm a follower of Christ, and yet I hate this person. You get knots in your stomach at the mere mention of their name. I mean, you get angry when that person is complimented in your presence, right? And while nothing is mentioned of you, and in a room, they're sought out and you're not, right? You resent when good things happen to them. You feel guilty for feeling this way, but you just can't seem to release those feelings. They seem to follow you around. They're on Facebook, social media, other social media platforms. They're everywhere. Others seem to excuse their wrongdoings, the things that they do that, they're just off color. They just aren't right? They get away with everything. You've lost your joy. All you want is freedom from this imposter, but freedom doesn't seem to happen. Total forgiveness is this. When the sting of something bad done to you is wrong. I may never forget, the scars are there. Trust may not be restored in that person. Reconciliation may not have happened, but that wound is no longer raw, right? Salt and vinegar doesn't cause a reaction to scarred over tissue. So here's how to eat away at unforgiveness in your life. If you want to experience unforgiveness, here are some strategies that can help you experience total forgiveness in your life. Number one, don't punish your enemies. Don't slander them. I mean, that's the devil's game. It might take every bit of you not to say anything that would be detrimental or slandering to them, but say nothing. I challenge you to even to speak positive. Say positive things about them. Put a good word for them in public, in a meeting with others or on social media. This eats away at total unforgiveness. I love Ephesians 4:31. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and slander be put away from you, along with all malice. Romans 12:14. Bless those who persecute you, bless and do not curse. Do not repay evil for evil. Be careful to do what is right in the Lord's eyes. If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. Do not take revenge, my friends, but leave room for the wrath of God. It is mine to revenge. I will repay, says the Lord. That's from Romans 12. And it continues here. If your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he's thirsty, give him something to drink. In doing this, you will heap burning coals on his head. Number two, determine in your heart, I am not going to make them pay for this. Determine in your heart, I am not going to make them pay for this. I'm going to wipe the offense slate clean. I'm not going to remind them of their sin. I'm not going to think about ways that I'm going to get back with them. I'm going to look at them as a sinner just like me that needs the gracious patience of God. Total forgiveness is also this. Somebody wrote this. Whenever I see myself before God and realize something of what my blessed Lord has done for me, I'm ready to forgive anybody, anything. Did God fire away at us? Did God fire away at us when we sinned and offended him? Did he slander us? Did he hold a grudge against us? Think about that. Did he do that? He treats us way better than we deserve. Why? Because of mercy. So Scott Hubbard says this: the air of our Father's home is grace. Grace from basement to attic and floor to ceiling. Grace in every single room. He crowns us with grace. clothes us with grace, sings over us with grace. Romans 5:2. Far be it from us then, as the children of this God, to replace his grace with malice and gossip and passive aggressive paybacks or bitter distancing from a brother or a sister whom God has forgiven. Remember the story of the unmerciful servant from Matthew 18:21 through 35. From Scotty Smith, he has his own little paraphrase, and I'm going to read that. A man owed his master 10,000 bags of gold. He fell on his knees and begged for patience and a chance to pay him back. The servant's master took pity on him, canceled the debt, and let him go. That same forgiven and freed servant then went out, found a fellow servant who owed him 100 silver coins. He grabbed and choked him, demanded repayment, then had him thrown into the debtor's prison. It didn't go well for this unmerciful servant. When his master found out about his graceless heart and action, it didn't go well. So daily say to the Lord, I let them off the hook. I let them off the hook. Forgiving is tapping into the bottomless resources of God's grace and mercy. That's what it is. That's what it is. So start praying. In some cases, Lord, I just pray no one finds out about their sin. I mean, Lord, don't treat them like their sins deserve. Lord, don't hold it against them. And there are times when their sin does need to be found out about because it affects other people for sure. But number 3, start asking God to bless them. Lord, bless them. Extra gas money, extra money for ice cream. I don't know. More playing time on the court. Send a text message just saying something nice. Those are things that can free you from, and do this continually. Those are things that can free you from unforgiveness. Matthew 5:43, you have heard that it was said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Do you want a game changer in an ugly relationship? Try giving gifts. Number 5, try giving gifts. Might be anonymous. It consciously removes you from wrath to mercy. Maybe it's a gift card in the mail. Anonymous note in the mail that encourages them. If you want to mess with your enemy, be nice to them. We know this from Proverbs 25:21 and 22. If your enemy is hungry, give him food to eat. If he's thirsty, give him water to drink. For in this doing, you will heap burning coals on his head, and the Lord will reward you. Watch out for the burning coals. It might just impact and change your heart as well. And then here's another thing. Don't claim superiority over your enemies. Romans 12, always be humble. Always be humble. Matthew 5:43, again, you've heard that it was said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you this, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, that you may be children of your Father in heaven. It's humbling yourself and laying your life at the sovereignty of God and letting him judge. Are you able to do that? Here's another question I have for you. How do we know when to overlook an offense or bring it up? How do we know when to overlook an offense and maybe bring it up? Sometimes wisdom says it's not wise to say anything at all. Sometimes. I mean, you have like this full-time job of bringing up offenses to people. Proverbs 19:11, good sense makes one slow to anger, and it is his glory to overlook an offense. Sometimes that's the best route. But there are times when you need to say something. Scott Hibbert helps us out. In relation to God, how severe is the offense? I mean, how much does it dishonor him? Is it a safety issue? Do you need to confront with another person? Do you need to inform the authorities? I mean, those are types of things that maybe it's wise to kind of bring it up. In relation to your brother, how aware or maybe not aware does he seem or she seem to be of the offense? Do they already know they need to grow in this area and they're working on it? Maybe you just don't need to bring it up. Or do they seem blind to it? We all have these blind spots. You can show mercy by helping them. Another thing in relation to yourself, how much has the offense hindered your relationship with this person, even if it's just in your heart? So it may be just be the best interest to bring it up rather than just overlook an offense. But what about reconciliation? What comes first, forgiveness or reconciliation? Forgiveness always. Forgiveness always. I mean, reconciliation is timely. Much water passes under the bridge before trust can be built and regained. Reconciliation is really, really hard work, and especially on the behalf of the offender. Someone made this illustration. Reconciliation is a bridge, between persons where healing takes place. But forgiveness is the footings. And that's the first part of constructing a bridge, right? You got to have the footings, and so forgiveness has to happen for reconciliation to happen. So forgiveness is the footings of that bridge that's going to be built. Here's a couple more points in forgiveness. Let your kids hear you speak mercy. Let your kids hear you speak mercy. You may realize after forgiving that more forgiveness is needed, and it's going to be a struggle, and it's going to be, but the Lord will allow you practice these things. Trust His grace. Seek Him and call out to Him in prayer. He will give you grace and victory and total forgiveness. And forgiving is not, again, here's another thing. Forgiving is not minimizing an offender's sin. Forgiving is not minimizing an offender's sin. Let me close with this. Colossians 3:13. Bear with each other and forgive one another. If any of you has a grievance against someone, forgive as the Lord forgave you. And over all these virtues, put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. I hope this is helpful to you. Please comment down below. How has the Lord helped you? How has the Lord helped you in forgiving and fighting unforgiveness and maybe claiming total forgiveness in your life? Hey, now is the time to be free from unforgiveness and experience total forgiveness. Lord bless you, friend. Hey, thank you. Bye.